Over the course of paintball history, the Tigers are one of the most recognized organizations within the sport. They have excelled in all forms of paintball, whether that be on the soup airfield or in the woods. Tigers dominate in all instances. Now causing mayhem is a short piece on the Tigers' most recent season during the ICPL, or formerly known as the European Classic Paintball League. Organized and created by the legendary Nick Truder, the ICPL covers one of the most versatile forms of paintball, and Nick brings it to a wide array of fields spread out across the UK. With that in mind, it's time to watch how the Tigers secured their top spot as series champs after facing solid competition throughout the 2023 season while playing on a very wide range of fields. It all comes down to this. This weekend will make or break the Tigers. Not only do they need to make it into the pro bracket, but they have 2 days to contend for. The final round of the 2023 ECPL, also under the banner of the American ICPL, was held at Mayhem Essex, the home ground to the Tigers. Following the trio of events before, the Tigers knew what they were in for and were ready to defend their home ground and secure the title. The Tigers knew that Somank and the Rushers were not going to let them gain any more of a lead on the table. But they all knew they needed to contend with Homebush's winners, the Turks, who would excel on the Mounds field, and with the most renowned woodsball teams in the sport, the Preds. With the Tigers surrounded by the best of the best, the fight for first place was going to be down to the last man, and they needed to make every shot count to secure their pro place for Sunday.
Took a couple L's this week, it's been hard to get out of bed. She never looked that way at me, I swear she's fucking with my head. Take me far away from pain. Take me far away, far from yesterday. This ain't a love story, it's a funeral. Darling, damn, you look beautiful. Killing my heart, it's the usual. Killing my heart, it's the usual. All you do is waste my time. Done being a victim of your phony love. All you do is waste my time. Only your hypocrisy is killing me. All you do is waste my time. Done being a victim of your phony love.
Someone just put me under,
I'm not looking for a love story anymore. 'Cause you're me Romeo and Juliet with chemical.
Saturday was looking to become a very successful day. The Tigers were in their prime, laying claim to all that stood in their way. With 7 games up for grabs during the prelims, they knew they had a lot of ground to cover to secure their pro spot for tomorrow's game. Competing on 2 fields, the mounds and hyperball. Different strategy and skill were needed to compete on the different types. The mounds were high and had a lot of cover, making it difficult to get lanes dialed in, whereas the hyperball field was centered around having a strong snake strategy.
It's your time. Don't be held back again. You need to resist. You're on limits. This fire is burning. You need to embrace all that you are. Stare fear in the face. To reach for the stars. Been waiting for this moment, so let it begin. You're unbreakable. Feeling powerful. Nothing's getting in the way. You're unbreakable.
Over the course of the preliminary stage, the Tigers won 6 out of their 7 games.
Make your name. Let go of yesterday. If dreams can exist in a world like this, don't abandon them. You need to embrace.
With just one draw against the Turks on the Mounds field. Securing themselves into the pro bracket for Sunday, the Tigers headed home to get themselves refreshed and ready for the next wave of competition. Point for series, champions were still neck and neck with the Rushers and So Mank, and they had to face them tomorrow. With an intense atmosphere and spirits running high between the boys, they knew no matter what happens today, they well and truly gave it their all. 7 games lined up. 7 teams have the chance to ruin their series title. 7 opportunities to secure. Will the Tigers secure their title? Or will they become the next best thing?
Can see the whole width of the field. The whole team, what the fuck is happening over there? If we're pouring people through that position, come across, if you're back here, right, come and fill into these spots.
It's your time. Don't be held back again. You need to resist. You're on limits. This fire is burning. You need to embrace all that you are. Stare fear in the face. To reach for the stars.
As the sun hits the hyperball field, the Tigers await their first game. Walking onto the field ready to defend their home ground and stomp whoever is in their way, the first game begins. Playing like they have everything to lose, they give it everything they have throughout the day. Focused and maximizing opportunities on the field, they win their first 2 games of the day. Their game against the Mechanical Masters was won within 2 minutes, giving them a much-needed lead for the title. After a small celebration, they had the rushers next in line and things were tense. This game could throw off their progress, and both teams were aware of what was at stake. The next 12 minutes played out like a couple of hours. Both teams were aware of what each other were doing, how they played, when players moved, and where exactly everyone was on the field. Eventually, the teams got themselves into a stalemate, the rushers held a strong defensive line, and the Tigers lost track on bodies, resulting in a draw. There was no time to focus on what could have been. They had another tough game on their agenda. The UK Preds, one of the most renowned woodland-based teams in the UK with a vast array of skill and knowledge within the sport. This could be another chance to lose their lead. The game starts with an aggressive breakout from both teams with guns heavy on each other. Once both teams were in position, it came down to smallest opportunities to win gunfights and move up. After holding strong, Alan Smith managed to trade with one of the Preds, but as a grace of luck, Alan didn't get hit. This was the chance they needed to secure their victory.
Hey, come on! We've got this, boys! All fucking big! Tigers! Go, boys! Come on!
As the day panned out, the Tigers had another draw and another win under their belts, leaving them with one more game to play. The final game of the day against Mayhem. The pressure was on as they needed to win this game to secure first place for the event. The pit crew were crunching numbers to see where the Tigers would come if they lost this game in regards to the season title. Heartbeats were racing as the players got ready for their final face-off. A battle between titans.
We're not going to get away from it, boys. Let's do it well. Let's do it well. Tigers!
And that was it. The 2023 ECPL had come to a close. The Tigers' final game against Mayhem came down to the wire. They had lost their final game, placing them in fourth for the British ICPL at Mayhem. But as a silver lining from today, the moment where they secured the quickest point of the day, it had pushed them far enough ahead on points that they secured the title as series champs. After a long and well-fought-out season, consistently coming in second and being up against the toughest teams the UK paintball scene has to offer, the Tigers stayed strong and worked through the intensity of the ECPL. They earned their claim to series champions through sheer effort and determination.